tomorrow's memories today, right here on NBC.
We're set now for baseball here on NBC, and today you'll see live from Fulton County Stadium in Atlanta, the Los Angeles Dodgers against Dale Murphy and the Atlanta Braves. Or from the friendly confines of Wrigley Field in Chicago, it's the Pittsburgh Pirates against the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs who are tied with the Mets for the lead in the National League East. But up first, NBC Sports presents Major League Baseball. An inside look at baseball and a preview of today's game of the week. Brought to you today by Lowenbrow. When you want the taste of a truly great beer, there's really only one. Tonight, let it be Lowenbrow. And by Valvoline, because your car is special.
Lose last night to the Blue Jays 9-2. Toronto has won 5 in a row, but today the Tigers got out quickly. In the top of the first, Kirk Gibson, a 3-run home run over the wall in right, his 10th home run of the year. It was 3-0 Tigers. And in the third, again it was Gibson, a single to left, and it will bring home Lou Whitaker, who motors all the way in from first, showing that great speed. 4-0 Detroit. There would be more in the third, this time from Chet Lemon, a 3-run home run over the wall in left, only the second home run of the year for Mr. Lemon. They are now in the 5th inning, and the score is 8-1. Here in New York, the Mets and the Cardinals are scoreless. They are in the top of the 6th.
Game of the week. Today from Wrigley Field, it's the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Chicago. We invite you to drive the new Ford Escort. Have you driven a Ford lately? By AT&T. In long-distance services, information systems, telephones, and computers, AT&T is the right choice. And by Sears, where you'll find great value. There's more for your life at Sears.
Lines of Wrigley Field in Chicago. A pair of left-handers will go, each coming off an injury. Steve Trout for the Cubs, Larry McWilliams for the Pirates. Chicago has won the first 2 of the 4-game series. Hi, everybody. I'm Bob Costas.
Over the years, we've watched old number 51 retire a lot of ball carriers, but tonight we're going to retire him. So let's do it his way. Turn over those wine glasses and bring on the Lowenbrow. Just remember, if you guys start messing up, I'm coming back. He doesn't he? Out left field, Gary Woods. He hits McWilliams pretty well. Bob Dernier, who turned this team around offensively and defensively last year in center. Keith Marlin.
There you see Trout's figures this year. 2 of his victories have come at the expense of the Pirates. He's pitched extremely well against today. Is trying to get some sock in there, giving Johnny Ray a day off. Bob Dernier will lead it off against Larry McWilliams and play center field. Gary Woods is in left field. Keith Moreland in right. Ron Say, the cleanup man. The average is low, but the power stats are still there. Jody Davis went 3 for 3 yesterday, including the game-winning homer for Rick Sutcliffe. He's the catcher. With the left-hander going, Bull Durham, who sometimes will be in the cleanup spot against righters, drops down to the 6th slot. Chris Spire plays second base and it's 7th. Boa at short, and Trout, of course, got more arm speed and a little more deceptive. When McWilliams was reactivated, they optioned right-handed pitcher Ray Krawczyk to Hawaii. McWilliams was 12-11 last year with an ERA of 2.93. His ERA is 5 a game right now, and his record even at 3 victories and 3 defeats. There's some suspicion that he's lost a bit off his fastball. His strikeout figures have plummeted.
And I would guess the sore shoulder may have something to do with that.
Dutch Leonard getting into it. Down the right field line, foul.
How long has it been since the Cubs had a guy could cover center field from foul line to foul line and get on base as Dernier did the first half of last season? High on base percentage, high batting average, terrorized the opposition pitching and catchers. Well, he was meant a lot to this team last year. In fact, Dernier, Sandberg, and Matthews, they were the best 1-2-3 offense in baseball last year. Run production. You think they're mad a little bit the way they're getting beat up on? You bet it was a calling card. And a good one.
And Pena, who has won 2 consecutive Gold Gloves for National League catchers, holds on to the foul tip. Time against each other, but Navratilova has dominated the past few years. Top of the order for the Cubs in the bottom of the 3rd. Both McWilliams and Trout have had some rockets hit against them. But nobody's crossed the plate yet. Ball 1.
Bill Madlock way up tight at third base, as is Jason Thompson. And for a guy like Dernier, even on this dirt and grass, you got to play in, but he's basically a pull hitter. He pulls a lot of balls down the third base line, so he'll sneak a lot of base hits by the third baseman playing in. It's always been a surprise to me how an artificial surface, Dernier, of course, he didn't get that much of a chance to play, but didn't do that well in Philadelphia. He got on dirt and grass, became a better hitter. It's supposed to be the opposite for a burner like he is. He had a great first half last year for these Cubs, offensively and defensively. He's good all year.
Came over with Gary Matthews and Porfi Altamirano for Bill Campbell and catcher Mike Diaz. I have to say, an outstanding deal for the Cubs. Here's the 2-2. Chop towards short. And LeMaster throws him out.
Unless it's a nice fastball up and in that he can really turn on, get into the wind of left field, but give Dernier a chance to steal. Cecilio Guante.
Dernier eyeing Robinson. And he dives back.
Robinson's pretty quick to home plate. If he gives Pena any kind of chance with that gun, that quickness, Pena relishes these kinds of plays. He dares you to go. Pena may even throw behind him as Woods lets the pitch go.
Pena is a Gold Glove winner for a variety of reasons. His receiving skills, the way he handles pitchers. Not going. Lofted foul. Hendrick racing over near the bullpen, and he's also excellent.
Almost going to get thrown out of the game, and he said Tanner physically picked him up by the chest of his shirt and carried him off the ground all the way to the dugout. He said, from that day on, I never answered my manager back.
0-1 to Woods. And again, Dernier is back. The Cubs without Sandberg, his usual number 2 spot in the order. Might be back Monday at Montreal. This is the 7th straight game he's missed. Curveball fouled away. We mentioned Chicago's injuries. The Mets have had Strawberry and Bereni out. Santana, their shortstop for a while. Sid Fernandez has been hurt. There goes Dernier. Ground ball to short. LeMaster will have a long throw, and he got Woods.
Straight right-handers, Woods, Marlin, Say, and Davis, Guante. And we'll be right to figure, hey, we're not going to use him now. We got a bigger lead. We might go with Frazier. Tony Garofalo out. We just removed a big wadding of tape in the foot of Bobby Dernier. He's had some problems, so doing a little patchwork medical attention down there. Any thoughts about putting Campbell on?
It's 6-0 Chicago. East. Cardinals have beaten the Mets in 13 the night before. This would make it 3 in a row over the Pirates in this series for the Cubs. If Smith can finish it. Full count. Did he go around? Yes, says Gus Renner. The Cubs win it.
He took something off a breaking ball.
So Smith closes with a flourish, and the Cubs are a game up on the Mets in the National League East. We'll be right back.
Nothing. Elsewhere.